Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Junction. I'm Rahul.
And I'm Aisha. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you want to speak English confidently and naturally, you're in the right place.
Aisha, I think this is one of the biggest mistakes English learners make. They first think in their native language and then translate every sentence into English.
That's true, Rahul. Translation takes time and makes your speech slow. Instead, try thinking in simple English. For example, when you wake up, say to yourself, I need to brush my teeth, or today is going to be a great day.
Don't worry if your sentences are simple. Fluency doesn't start with difficult vocabulary. It starts with thinking directly in English.
Because they don't listen to enough English, Rahul. Listening is the foundation of speaking. Just like children learn their first language by listening every day, English learners also need daily listening practice.
So today's challenge is simple. Spend at least 10 minutes thinking only in English. No translation, just simple thoughts in English. Aisha, many people say, I understand English, but I can't speak it. Why do you think that happens?
That's right. English podcasts, audiobooks, interviews, or simple conversations can make a huge difference. Even 20 to 30 minutes every day is enough if you're consistent.
Exactly. And the best part is, you don't have to sit with a grammar book all day. You can listen while walking, cooking, traveling, or even relaxing.
Yes. If you keep listening every day, your brain starts recognizing common expressions naturally. After some time, you'll notice that English sentences come to your mind without much effort.
That's right. English podcasts, audiobooks, interviews, or simple conversations can make a huge difference. Even 20 to 30 minutes every day is enough if you're consistent.
So today's challenge is simple. Listen to at least 20 minutes of English audio without skipping a day for 1 week. You'll be surprised by how much your listening and speaking improve.
And remember, don't worry if you don't understand every single word. Focus on understanding the main idea first. Your vocabulary will improve automatically with regular listening. That was habit number 2. Now it's time for another powerful habit that can completely transform your English speaking skills.
Absolutely. The biggest mistake isn't speaking incorrect English. The biggest mistake is staying silent. Every time you speak, your confidence grows a little stronger.
Aisha, here's a question. Why do so many English learners know grammar and vocabulary but still hesitate to speak?
That's why I always tell learners, don't wait until your English is perfect. Start speaking with the English you already know. Even 5 minutes of speaking practice every day is better than studying for hours without opening your mouth.
Absolutely. The biggest mistake isn't speaking incorrect English. The biggest mistake is staying silent. Every time you speak, your confidence grows a little stronger.
And here's something interesting. Most native speakers don't expect learners to be perfect. They appreciate your effort, so don't let fear stop you from improving.
You can talk to yourself, describe the things around you, record your voice, or practice with a friend. Every conversation is a step toward fluency.
So here's today's challenge. Choose any topic, your morning routine, your hobbies, or your favorite movie and speak about it in English for 2 minutes without stopping. Don't worry about mistakes, just keep talking.
Exactly. Confidence doesn't come before speaking, it comes because of speaking. The more you practice, the more natural English will feel.
Now that you've learned the power of speaking every day, let's move on to habit number 4, where we'll discover another simple habit that can make your English improve even faster.
Remember, fluency is built through daily practice, not through perfection.
I completely agree, Rahul. Reading improves your vocabulary, grammar, sentence structure, and even the way you express your thoughts. The more you read, the more natural English starts to feel.
Aisha, many English learners believe that reading is only for improving vocabulary, but I think it does much more than that. What's your opinion?
That's a great idea. Every new sentence you read teaches your brain how English is naturally used. Without realizing it, you'll start using those same sentence patterns while speaking.
Exactly. And the best part is, you don't have to read difficult novels. Start with simple articles, short stories, news, or even English subtitles while watching videos.
Yes, learning new words is useful, but using them is what makes them a permanent part of your vocabulary.
Here's a simple trick. Whenever you find a new word or an interesting sentence, write it down in a notebook and try to use it in your own conversation the same day. Aisha.
Today's challenge is simple. Read 1 English article or 1 page of a book today and try to learn at least 5 new words. Then use those words in your own sentences.
Don't focus on reading fast. Focus on understanding what you're reading. Even 10 to 15 minutes of daily reading can make a huge difference over time.
Now, let's move on to habit number 5, where we'll talk about another powerful technique that can boost your English fluency even faster.
Remember, great speakers are almost always great readers. Reading gives you the words, and speaking gives those words a voice.
Because he's watching for entertainment, not for learning. There is a significant difference between binge watching and intentional, focused viewing.
Aisha, may I ask you something? If watching movies improves English, then why is my cousin still saying, "Yesterday I am going," after completing 10 seasons of his favorite show?
Exactly. Instead of watching multiple episodes at once, focus on a single short scene. Pay attention to pronunciation, repeat the dialogues, and observe the emotions.
That's true. Some people finish an entire series in a weekend and then proudly say, "My English is still on vacation."
Exactly. Movies expose you to something textbooks often cannot: authentic expressions, natural pronunciation, and real-life conversational English.
I really like that idea. In fact, whenever I hear a useful sentence in a movie, I pause the video and repeat it aloud. Sometimes I even sound like the hero, at least in my own room.
Learning English doesn't always have to feel like studying. Sometimes your favorite movie can become your most effective English teacher.
And we shouldn't forget subtitles. Start with English subtitles rather than subtitles in your native language. They help you connect spoken words with their written form. So here's today's challenge. Watch a 5-minute scene from your favorite English movie or TV show. Pause frequently, repeat each line, and try to match the speaker's pronunciation and emotions. And now that we've enjoyed learning through movies, let's move on to habit number 6, where we'll discover another simple technique to make your English sound even more natural.
That's a smart trick. One habit, two benefits.
Aisha, be honest, have you ever started writing a diary and then forgotten about it after just 2 days?
Remember, fluency isn't built in one day. It's built one sentence at a time.
Aha, I think many listeners can relate to that, but here's the good news. You don't need to write a long diary. Just write 5 simple sentences every day. And don't worry about grammar mistakes. Your journal isn't an English exam, it's your personal practice partner. Here's another fun idea. After writing your journal, read it aloud. You'll improve both your writing and speaking at the same time. So here's today's challenge. Before going to bed tonight, write just 5 English sentences about your day. Keep it simple, and most importantly, stay consistent. Awesome. We've already completed 6 powerful habits. Now let's move on to habit number 7, and this one might become your favorite. Aisha, I have a funny question for you. If I learn 1,000 English words, will I automatically become fluent?
I wish it was that easy. If that worked, every dictionary would be a fluent English speaker.
Exactly. Many learners keep memorizing word after word, but when it's time to speak, their mind suddenly goes, "Loading, please wait."
That's because words alone aren't enough. Instead of learning single words, learn complete phrases. For example, don't just learn the word busy. Learn phrases like, "I'm really busy today," or "I've been busy all week."
That's a great tip. When you learn phrases, your brain remembers ready-made sentences. Then you don't have to build every sentence from scratch.
Exactly. Native speakers don't think one word at a time. They use phrases naturally. That's why their English sounds smooth and effortless.
Here's a simple challenge. Every day, learn 3 useful English phrases and try to use them in a real conversation or while talking to yourself.
And don't just read them once. Repeat them several times during the day. Repetition is the secret that turns learning into habit.
Remember, fluency isn't about knowing the most words. It's about knowing the right phrases at the right time.
Perfect. And now it's time for habit number 8, where we'll share another powerful technique that can make your English sound even more natural.
Aisha, have you ever noticed that some English learners know grammar really well, but when they speak, it still doesn't sound natural? بطريقة أو بأخرى.
Yes, Rahul, that's because grammar helps you make correct sentences, but pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence come from practice. And one of the best ways to practice is shadowing.
For those who are hearing this word for the first time, what exactly is shadowing?
It's very simple. You listen to a native English speaker and immediately repeat exactly what they say. Try to copy their pronunciation, speed, pauses, stress, and even their emotions. Imagine you're becoming their shadow.
That actually sounds fun. It's almost like acting in a movie.
Exactly. And don't worry if you can't copy everything perfectly at first. Even native children don't speak perfectly on day 1. Improvement comes with repetition.
Remember when I first tried shadowing? I paused the video after every sentence. It felt slow in the beginning, but after a few weeks I noticed that my pronunciation and confidence had improved a lot.
That's the magic of consistent practice. Your ears become better at recognizing natural English, and your mouth slowly starts producing those sounds more naturally.
We've now covered 8 powerful habits, and every single one of them is practical. You don't need expensive courses or special talent. You just need consistency.
If you keep doing this for a month, you'll notice that your pronunciation becomes clearer, your speaking becomes smoother, and you'll hesitate much less while talking.
And with that, we've reached the end of today's episode.
That's right. Remember, fluency isn't built overnight. It's built through small daily habits that you repeat again and again.
Also, tell us in the comments, which habit are you going to start first? We'd love to read your answers, and we might even feature some of your comments in our upcoming episodes.
If you enjoyed spending time with us today, don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family who are also learning English.
Every week, Rahul and Aisha will be back with more exciting English conversations, listening practice, vocabulary tips, speaking challenges, and fun learning sessions to help you become a confident English speaker.
Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, keep speaking English, and remember,
Rahul and Aisha, by results. See you in the next episode. Bye everyone.